Creativity involves breaking out of established patterns in order to look at things in a different way. Studies have shown that 90% of error in thinking is due to error in perception. If you can change your perception, you can change your emotion, and this can lead to new ideas. Most of the mistakes in thinking are inadequacies of perception rather than mistakes of logic. Dealing with complexity is an inefficient and unnecessary waste of time, attention, and mental energy. There is never any justification for things being complex when they could be simple. If you wait for opportunities to occur, you will be one of the crowd. It's always amazed me how little attention philosophers, psychologists, or anyone else actually has paid to humor. Opportunity ideas do not lie around waiting to be discovered. Such ideas need to be produced. We need creativity in order to break free from the temporary structures that have been set up by a particular sequence of experience. What the joke displays is a switch in perception. This is important in changing the way we think. Many highly intelligent people are poor thinkers. Many people of average intelligence are skilled thinkers. The power of a car is separate from the way the car is driven. Unhappiness is best defined as the difference between our talents and our expectations. Teaching thinking for just 5 hours to unemployed youngsters increased employment 500%. The purpose of science is not to analyze or describe but to make useful models of the world. A model is useful if it allows us to get use out of it. Humor is by far the most significant activity of the human brain. An expert is someone who has succeeded in making decisions and judgments simpler through knowing what to pay attention to and what to ignore. To be successful, you have to be lucky, or a little mad, or very talented, or find yourself in a rapid growth field. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. The need to be right all the time is the biggest part of new ideas. In a sense, words are encyclopedias of ignorance because they freeze perceptions at one moment in history and then insist we continue to use these frozen perceptions when we should be doing better. I think school is a place where thinking should be taught. Removing the faults in a stagecoach may produce a perfect stagecoach, but it is unlikely to produce the first motor car. A memory is what is left when something happens and does not completely unhappen. Humor is probably the most significant characteristics of the human mind. Far more significant than reason. In fact, reason is actually a very cheap commodity. Argument is meant to reveal the truth, not to create it. Creative thinking, in terms of idea creativity, is not a mystical talent. It is a skill that can be practiced and nurtured. I think there is a danger with young people of being dependent in the sense that they don't acquire any identity or self-image of themselves as thinkers. Sometimes the situation is only a problem because it is looked at in a certain way. Looked at in another way, the right course of action may be so obvious that the problem no longer exists. I must say, I don't feel very qualified to be a pop star. I feel very awkward at times in the role. I do a great deal of work with young children, and if you give a child a problem, he may come up with a highly original solution, because he doesn't have the established route to it.